20.
It is 8:42 on this Tuesday, and welcome to the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. It has been quite a year. I think we can't say that enough. And things need to happen now that we're opening back up. Things need to happen quickly, especially in the world of medicine and in the world of helping others and in that whole realm of just, getting back together. We have Deborah from UCLA, and Deborah is here to talk about two blood drives that are happening because we were, Ned, correct me if I'm wrong. Welcome, Deborah, by the way,
Thank you.
to the
Thank you
Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we've always seemed to have a shortage of blood.
Yes. There's always a need for blood, I guess you could say. We're actually in a 40-year. They say this is the pretty much the hardest blood shortage or worst blood shortage we've seen in 40 years.
In 40 years.
40 years.
That's a big. I mean, you say that like 40 years.
40
but
years.
Think about most of us weren't even around at the last shortage here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Absolutely.
So you say we need it now. Obviously, I'm going to go to right there.
Yes.
Is this because we were shut down for a year in COVID and were people afraid to give blood, or you just weren't taking it? What happened?
We pretty much had to reinvent our program because when you think about it, the world closed, right? We were under the stay-at-home order. So with that, pretty much 98% of our blood drives canceled. We probably lost 20,000 units in probably a 24-hour period because we knew the schools were closing and we knew the businesses were closing. So that was a problem. So we pretty much had to reinvent our program. It took us about 4 weeks. Basically, we had blood drives at UCLA with our employees, but we kind of had to figure out where we would go. We've reached out to community groups in Santa Clarita and all over pretty much the LA area. We've been extremely lucky that we have amazing partners that have basically said, come open. We're not using our facility. Come on over and open up and have a blood drive. So we've been very, very grateful for that support that we've had from the community, especially in Santa Clarita.
So we're going to say this many times throughout this interview.
Yes.
We're going to hit this hard, okay?
Okay.
The first blood drive is today.
Yes.
At Real Life Church.
It is.
Right over by CPK.
Yep.
Plenty of parking.
Oh, best parking in
right?
Santa Clarita.
Noon. And you're not kidding. You're not kidding around.
Exactly.
Noon to 5. Noon to 5. That's today.
Yes.
Is there any type of blood you guys need like yesterday? Or is it just please everybody?
We would like everyone to donate blood because what we're seeing is that things that we are seeing normally are not necessarily happening now. We're needing blood types that we didn't need before. We're needing them. So I would like people to just donate blood. We will definitely be so appreciative of that. The most donated blood is type O. O is used the most, but it doesn't mean.
Is that the universal?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yes.
I'm trying to remember back to high school biology.
Yes, biology 101. Exactly.
Having a hard time. So O
Absolutely.
can be used for everybody.
Yeah, so O negative can be given to every single blood type. Trauma, no question asked, O negative. And she's a nurse, so she has a lot of information on that. They use a lot of O negative.
We're going to talk to Nurse Allie in just a couple minutes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then O positive can give to the positive people, but it's also one of the most common blood types. So O negative is not as common of a blood type. It's, I think, 7% of the population, but we need it for so many different cases. So if you're O negative, I tell people, please donate. It really, because your blood is given to any trauma situation that we have, because they don't have time to type. They just need blood on hand. So it's critical for people just to donate blood. No matter what your blood type is, we need you.
Gotcha. Okay. Today, Real Life Church.
12 to 5.
12 to 5.
Yes.
It says here, I love how we're always trying to just nudge people. It says a promotional item will be given.
Yes.
What exactly?
Is it a shirt? This is a promotional item?
Yeah, exactly. So right now we're doing Starbucks and In-N-Out most of the time. We're kind of known for the movie ticket, but right now because, things have been closed, we're slowly getting back to real life. But we do a gift card. But most people are donating out of the goodness of their heart. It's just a little thank you to say thank you for donating.
Hey, you know what? And it's really sweet. sweet of you to do that, and I'm sure all these companies will be glad to help.
Yes.
I always remembered my doctor when I give blood, and I try to give platelets as well.
Good for you. Awesome.
It's a long process,
Yes.
and toward the end, I do get a little lightheaded. They're ready and waiting with the
Yes.
smelling salts for
Oh,
me.
no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I get almost there, and
Oh,
then
boy.
they're like,
Yeah.
I'm going, guys, going.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too common, thank goodness. Yes.
But and it happens every time. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's up. And they tell me that the platelets is actually less stressful on the body than
Yeah.
the giving of the blood. So I don't know. I'm an
Most
anomaly.
So most people donate blood with no problem. They
Right.
walk away feeling great. It takes about an hour of your time. Platelets is a different thing. We're only doing whole blood at the drives that we're talking about today. If you want to donate platelets, you can go to our center down at Gailey, which is at in Westwood. You can definitely do that, and we are setting some up in the future. But right now, we're so critically low on whole blood that we're trying to concentrate on that in the community. So
Before we talk about and Allie's being so patient, Nurse
She
Allie.
is. She
I'm
is.
so interested
Before-
with this.
Before we
We
talk
love
about
to talk about blood. It's very odd, probably.
before we talk about the program that we were talking about off air, there might be a couple of questions. Is it safe to donate blood right now? Is it, if you've been vaccinated, can you donate blood? If you have not been vaccinated, can you donate blood? All those questions probably have been asked or come your way. Can you
Absolutely.
answer?
Yes. So if you've been vaccinated, you 100% could donate blood as long as you're symptom free and you don't feel bad from the vaccine. We are still having all the safety protocols. We still have masking at all of our donation sites. We take your temperature. We're hand sanitizing. We give you a pen. Because we don't want to have to take that pen back. So you get a gift card and a pen.
A gift card
and you get to save a life. I mean, what is better than all of that for
That's
sure? So
three things.
Yes,
Three
yes,
things. Saving
exactly.
a life,
Yeah.
a gift card, and a pen.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
And
And a free temperature check. If we want to keep going, we can keep going.
And the
Exactly.
parking. Did we mention the parking?
Parking.
Snacks at the
Snacks,
end.
yes. Doritos, Cheetos, whatever you prefer. Yes.
Snacks too.
Yes.
This is a win-win for everybody.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
Come on. Who doesn't want free Doritos?
It's true. It's true.
So what about if you're not vaccinated? Is that okay too? Or do you need to know that?
No, we basically will you get a mini physical when you donate blood. I also would refer people to search online to the UCLA Blood and Platelet Center, and you can kind of see who can and cannot donate blood because it's a long, a lot of people can and can't. So I would have them definitely look that before they come to the actual, drive. But no, we follow all the CDC guidelines and all the safety protocol. And actually, one of the biggest compliments we got is like at the early on when we were doing blood drives, I had donors always say, I feel so safe donating during a pandemic. Is that weird? And I said, no, it just shows you that we're following everything and we want people to feel comfortable. So I think that was a huge compliment for our program because we really wanted people to come out and come back again. We wanted them to feel safe. And
If anyone's going to follow any kind of protocol, you guys probably go above and beyond.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm sure it's
Yes.
extremely safe. And I never
Yes.
actually had that into question.
Yes.
That never even, but
Yeah.
I'm sure some people do. I remember one time I was giving blood, I was turned away because I had some dental work
Yes.
done like the day before or something like that. And they turned me away. What's happening there?
It's just the safety of the blood supply. We want to make sure, when they're getting in there, it's, it's just things can happen. So we don't want that. Everything has to be super, super important for the person receiving the blood.
Right.
That's why a lot of medications may defer a person, or a few medications may defer a person, because we have to assume maybe that person is pregnant. We can't say, well, this blood is for, it's just too hard to do that. So we have to have a rule that's good for everyone.
Gotcha.
And that's why dental cleanings, it's just because.
Go online.
Yes, please. And
Go
just
online
make
at
sure.
where? Where do you want to?
You want to go to the fastest way to get there is you could do to UCLA Health /Got Blood, or just Google UCLA Blood and Platelet Center or search for that, and you will find it. And then our website is very easy to use. You can make an appointment on there. You can put your zip code in there to make an appointment. It will show you all of our blood drives all over, and you guys can definitely come and.
Which brings us to our next point. There is a second one. If you can't make
Yes.
today,
Yes.
it's on Friday
Yes.
at Christ Lutheran Church on
Yes.
Tournament, and that starts at 12:30, goes till 6:30. Again,
Yes.
that's UCLA is hosting this at Christ Lutheran Church on Tournament
Yes.
on Friday. So today
Yep.
and Friday. Today is at Real Life. Nurse Allie, you've been unbelievably patient.
She has. I agree.
But Did we save the best for last?
Yes, we did. We did.
Can we talk about this amazing thing that happened and you were part of it? Let's talk.
Well, it really comes down to my family and our entire kind of mission to provide blood and platelets because my mom has multiple myeloma, which is a blood cancer, and at times she requires a high volume of blood and platelet replenishment because her body can't make enough. So we have been at multiple hospitals, and she's waited 24, 48 hours for our type of blood, which only 2% of the population has. Every time she goes to UCLA, where she's primarily followed, we've gotten such amazing care at UCLA, but they have that blood to us typed, screened, her blood type, I don't know, 30 minutes. How fast do they turn that
They're
around?
pretty quick, yeah.
It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
And so for our family, it was really important to not only give blood for our mom or whoever may need our blood, but to get it out to the community. So we were very happy to host a blood drive. Real Life Church donated a space for us, and we really rallied all of our friends and family and said, if you know us, we're going to need your blood. And we were able to do a mobile platelet collection, which was
first ever for us.
awesome.
It was huge.
It was really cool. Platelets have been a huge part in my mom's treatment, and so we know how important it is. And it is a little bit time consuming to give platelets. So to be able to do it in a mobile capacity is a lot more convenient. But really just the blood donation, Deborah makes it so easy to go in, fill out your paperwork. They're quick, they're efficient. And you get your snacks at the end, which is always a plus. Warm blankets.
Allie's about the snacks, and I have zero problem with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I love it.
Allie, I'm
sure.
so excited for the mobile unit is exciting. Was it hard because, and this is partly to Deborah as well.
Yeah.
So setting up a mobile unit for platelets, is it about the machine that needs to, it turns and turns and turns?
Yeah, it's a different process because it's obviously whole blood, you're in and out within an hour. Platelets is a little different. And like you said, some people prefer donating both. Some people like only donating platelets, and some people donate just whole blood. They prefer to do it that way. And we say, you know what? As
We'll
long
take
as you're
anything.
donating, come on down. Totally fine. And when
We'll
we
take it
say
all.
mobile, we just mean we're setting up in a mobile facility. We actually prefer to set up in a room just because, in Santa Clarita, it's very warm and it's, it can be windy and all that. So we'd like to have everything inside, obviously. So when we're saying mobile, it just means that we're at a different location.
All
So,
options on the table. Well, congratulations. Give your mother my best. I'm so glad that she is healthy and getting what she needs at UCLA, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's reiterate before you guys go.
Yes.
There is a blood drive today. It is at, no, that's not it. It's at Real Life Church. It's today from noon to 5. Do we need an appointment or we walk in?
It would be great if people could make an appointment. They can go online till about 2 hours before the blood drive closes. So it'll close at about 10 o'clock. But if they can't, the area outside is large enough and the area inside is, so we can definitely have people walk in.
Excellent.
And they can also make appointments for this Friday, the 16th at Christ Lutheran.
Yes, that's the second blood drive at
Yes.
Christ Lutheran on Tournament. That one's from 12:30 to 6:30 p.m.
Right.
Please try and make an appointment. Don't forget, you get some Doritos.
I love it.
Deborah and Nurse Allie, it has been a pleasure. I hope it is
so much.
extremely successful, this whole venture, and hopefully we'll see you soon. We'll keep begging. I don't mind.
Yeah, sounds good.
I
we
don't
could have a
mind.
whole blood hour, on the radio
Let's
station.
beg. I have, again, Doritos I have no problem with, and begging I have no problem with. It was a pleasure to have you both in
Thank you
studio
so
today.
much.
Good luck today, okay?
Thank you.
Summer